Imagine this. Two brilliant minds, one bold prediction, and the future of quantum computing hanging in the balance. One of the most powerful tech CEOs says we're still decades away from quantum computers changing the world. But another quantum leader, whose company is already generating millions, says he's completely wrong. What does this mean for your investments and the future of quantum computing? Let's break it down. Hi. In today's video, we're going to explore the hot debate brewing in the quantum computing world between Nvidia CEO Jensen Huang and Dr. Alan Baratz, the CEO of D-Wave Quantum. Both of these industry leaders have very different opinions on the future of quantum computing. But who's right? Are we truly decades away from practical quantum computers? Or is the revolution already here? Thank you for watching, and please subscribe to my channel, TheFinanceSavvy, for more updates and insights. If you have any questions, feel free to reach out. Let's dive into the video. The quantum computing debate. Who's right? Let's set the stage. Jensen Huang, the CEO of Nvidia, is no stranger to success. He's led Nvidia to over $100 billion in annual revenue, and his decisions have reshaped industries. So, when he speaks, people listen. At the CES Tech Show in Las Vegas earlier this year, Huang made a bold statement about quantum computing. He said it could take 15 to 30 years before we see quantum computers that are extremely valuable. This comment didn't just spark conversation. It sent shockwaves through the quantum computing market. Stocks of companies like D-Wave, IonQ, and Rigetti all plummeted after his remarks. Now, Dr. Alan Baratz, CEO of D-Wave Quantum, is stepping up to say Huang is utterly wrong. So, what's going on? Is Huang too cautious, or is Baratz too optimistic? And more importantly, should investors be worried? What's at stake in quantum computing? Before we get into who's right or wrong, let's understand what's at stake here. Quantum computing isn't just a futuristic technology. It could completely change the way we solve problems. Imagine trying to find your way out of a maze. Traditional computers would try every possible path, one by one, while a quantum computer could test every possible solution at once. The speed and power of quantum computing could revolutionize everything from drug discovery to cryptography. However, while the promise of quantum computing is massive, it's also extremely complex. We're not talking about upgrading your laptop. Quantum computers work on quantum bits or qubits, which can exist in multiple states at once, something far beyond the capabilities of traditional binary computing. So, why does this debate matter? If quantum computing is coming sooner than expected, there's massive upside potential for companies leading the way. But if it's decades away, it could mean these stocks are way overvalued. Dr. Alan Baratz versus Jensen Huang. Who's right? Now, let's talk about the key players in this debate. Jensen Huang is, without a doubt, a visionary. He's led Nvidia's remarkable transformation from a graphics card company into a giant at the forefront of artificial intelligence, AI, and quantum computing. His perspective on quantum computing is grounded in years of experience with cutting-edge technologies. Huang's statement that valuable quantum computers are 15 to 30 years away is rooted in the reality of the current technology. Quantum computers are still in their infancy. They're expensive, delicate, and they require perfect conditions to function. So, Huang's timeline might just reflect the cautious optimism of someone who understands how long breakthroughs really take in tech. On the other hand, Dr. Alan Baratz is the CEO of D-Wave Quantum, one of the pioneers in the quantum computing space. D-Wave has already developed quantum computers that are being used by businesses today. Baratz has a PhD from MIT, and he's got a strong belief that quantum computing is already business today, even if it's not at the level Huang envisions. He's betting that quantum computers are ready to make an impact now, and the space is evolving far quicker than most expect. So, who's right? Let's break it down. Huang's viewpoint. While quantum computing shows immense promise, the technology is still not commercially viable for widespread use. It's not just about building quantum computers. It's about making them stable, scalable, and useful. Huang believes it will take decades for these hurdles to be overcome. Baratz's argument. Baratz sees it differently. D-Wave is already generating real revenue. Working with 132 customers, and making millions. He's not denying that there are challenges, but he believes that the quantum enhancement process D-Wave is using is already good enough for certain applications. In short, they're already in a commercial game. Quantum computing today, is it really ready for business? So, which side of the debate holds more weight when it comes to investing? First, let's acknowledge that quantum computing is a complex, nuanced field. Unlike the AI revolution, where we have clear winners like Nvidia, the quantum space is still fragmented. D-Wave uses quantum annealing, Rigetti uses superconducting qubits, and IonQ uses trapped ions. Each has its strengths and weaknesses, and no one approach has proven itself as the clear leader. Bartz is right that D-Wave is already generating business. The company posted $1.9 million in revenue in Q3 2024 and has bookings of $2.3 million. However, these numbers are small in comparison to the tech giants driving AI and machine learning advancements. And let's not forget, while D-Wave is generating revenue, it's still far from reaching the kind of mass adoption we see in traditional computing or AI. Where does this leave investors? Should you take Bartz's side or Huang's? If you believe quantum computing will be a reality sooner rather than later, then companies like D-Wave, IonQ, and Rigetti could be intriguing investments. However, the market is still highly speculative, and there's a lot of risk involved. If you're more cautious and think the technology needs more time to mature, Huang's perspective might be closer to the truth. But that doesn't mean you should avoid the space altogether. The key is to understand the risk involved and to diversify your portfolio. For most investors, a more balanced approach might be the way to go. The Rebellion Quantum ETF, QDUM, could be an ideal option. It allows you to gain exposure to the quantum computing sector without betting on a single company or technology. This could be a smarter move for anyone who's interested in the potential of quantum computing but doesn't want to take on all the risk of picking individual winners. Conclusion: the quantum future awaits. Quantum computing is undoubtedly one of the most exciting fields in tech. Whether it arrives sooner or later, its potential is limitless. But as with any emerging technology, navigating this space requires careful consideration. With industry leaders like Huang and Bartz offering conflicting views, it's important to stay informed and think long-term. So, where do you stand? Are you on Team Huang, playing it safe and waiting for quantum computers to become a reality in the coming decades? Or do you believe in the future that Bartz sees, where quantum computers are already useful and businesses are benefiting today? Let me know your thoughts in the comments below, and let's keep the conversation going. And while we're on the subject of Nvidia CEO versus D-Wave CEO, who's right about quantum computing's future, let's not overlook another key player flying under the radar. And imagine this: Uber, the company that changed the way we get from point A to point B, is now on the verge of something even bigger. With the rise of autonomous vehicles and new tech partnerships, Uber is set to dominate not just ride-sharing, but the future of transportation. But with stock valuations soaring, is Uber still a smart buy? Well, Goldman Sachs seems to think so, and they've just set a massive target for Uber's stock price. In this video, we're diving into why Goldman Sachs is so confident and what this means for your investments. Hi! In today's video, we're going to explore Uber's stock and why Goldman Sachs has reaffirmed a conviction by rating with a target price of $96. We'll also look at how the company's future in autonomous vehicles, AV, and their strong financial health could make Uber an attractive investment for 2025 and beyond. Thank you for watching, and please subscribe to my channel, TheFinanceSavvy, for more updates and insights. If you have any questions, feel free to reach out. Let's dive into the video. Goldman Sachs' big bet on Uber. On Wednesday, Goldman Sachs made a bold move, reaffirming its conviction by rating for Uber Technologies NYSE. Uber. At a market cap of over $141 billion, Uber's stock has been performing well, but Goldman Sachs sees even more upside potential. The firm has set a target price of $96 per share, suggesting there's still plenty of room for growth in the coming months. But why is Goldman Sachs so bullish on Uber? Let's break it down. The Uber of the future, autonomous vehicles, and more. Goldman Sachs is particularly optimistic about Uber's future in autonomous vehicles, AV. As we know, AV technology is expected to revolutionize the ride-sharing industry, and Uber is positioning itself at the forefront of that shift. But here's the twist. Uber is already making strides toward a world where self-driving cars could take over a significant portion of their rides. Goldman Sachs is already projecting that Uber could be in a great position in 2026 when autonomous vehicles may be dominating the roads. But here's the catch. While Waymo, Google's self-driving car project, is often seen as the leader in autonomous vehicle development, Uber's own progress in this area is impressive. In fact, Goldman Sachs sees a clear path for Uber to capture a major portion of the market with its AV tech. However, it's not just about AVs. Uber is still a powerhouse in ride-sharing and food delivery. Goldman Sachs analysis considers these key areas in Uber's business model, both of which are growing. In fact, over the past year, Uber's gross bookings have surged by 16.7%, totaling $41.95 billion in revenue. This growth shows that Uber's core business is still thriving, even as it invests heavily in the future. The bigger picture, Uber's strategic growth. Another major reason for Goldman Sachs' optimism is Uber's strategy for expansion and profitability. As the company continues to scale its business across multiple regions and services, the potential for long-term growth becomes increasingly clear. Goldman Sachs highlighted Uber's ability to drive strong returns for investors, citing the company's efforts to expand into new markets, increase profitability, and leverage strategic partnerships. These moves are designed to position Uber as a long-term growth stock with consistent revenue generation. Moreover, Goldman Sachs expects Uber to see a nearly 30% year-over-year growth in earnings per share, EPS, through 2026, possibly reaching upwards of $3.50 in GAAP EPS. That's a pretty hefty projection when you consider the potential for expanding its user base globally. But perhaps the biggest boost to Uber's future is the company's push into technology partnerships. Recently, Uber made waves by announcing a strategic collaboration with Nvidia, Nvidia, to accelerate the development of autonomous driving technology. This partnership leverages Nvidia's AI technology, combined with Uber's massive data sets, to create more powerful, AI-driven models for autonomous vehicles. This collaboration could catapult Uber into an entirely new stratosphere of profitability. The competitive landscape. Lyft struggles versus Uber's strengths. While Uber is pushing ahead with massive partnerships and technological advancements, Lyft, Lyft, is facing challenges that could impact its future. Recently, Delta Airlines, DAL, announced it was ending its partnership with Lyft and teaming up with Uber instead. This move allows Delta's SkyMiles loyalty program customers to earn miles through Uber rides and deliveries, providing Uber with an even stronger foothold in the travel and reward space. In contrast, Lyft is struggling to keep up. Analyst Brian Nowak from Morgan Stanley pointed out that Uber's aggressive partnerships and strategic moves are giving it a massive competitive advantage over Lyft, making it harder for its rival to gain ground. Is Uber still a smart investment? With all this in mind, is Uber still a good stock to buy in 2024 and beyond? Goldman Sachs clearly thinks so. The firm sees Uber's long-term potential in autonomous vehicles, ride-sharing, and delivery services, and is confident that Uber can maintain its strong growth trajectory. While there are certainly risks, especially with the development of AV technology, Uber's dominant position in the market, combined with its push for profitability, makes it a compelling investment for those with a longer time horizon. For those who are hesitant about the risks of investing in tech-heavy stocks, Uber's diversified revenue streams provide some cushion. From ride-sharing and food delivery to future growth in autonomous technology, Uber is a multifaceted company with plenty of potential. Conclusion: the future is bright for Uber. Goldman Sachs' conviction by rating with a $96 target price is a strong signal that Uber stock has more room to grow. While it faces challenges, especially from competitors like Lyft, Uber's continued investment in autonomous vehicle technology and strategic partnerships positions it well for the future. The key takeaway? If you're looking for a stock with solid long-term growth potential and the confidence of one of the world's biggest financial institutions behind it, Uber might just be worth adding to your portfolio. Again, Thanks for watching. If you found this video helpful, don't forget to like, share, and subscribe to The Finance Savvy for more insights. Got questions? Feel free to reach out. We'd be happy to help.